Hi everybody and welcome back to our channel. So it's Saturday afternoon, I've just got back from a grocery shop and I thought I'd share with you another look at our grocery haul for the week and our meal plan for the week. So we've had a really busy morning, it's a bit later than usual for getting back from shopping, but I'll flip the camera around and show you what we bought. So there's a quick view of everything that we got. Quite a big shop again this week. With the lead up to Christmas, I'm trying not to stock up on too much stuff, so really I'm buying everything we need most weeks, although I do have a few bits and pieces in the freezer. As you can see there, we spent £64.02 this week. About £15 I think cheaper than last week. If I remember, it's £79 last week, and it does feel as if we got just as much food, so that's a good start. The only non-food item I bought this week were these floor wipes. Well, these are really good just to run the over a Swiffer or a wiper for the floor, or even a broom. Just put these over the bottom, once over the floor once a day, and it just keeps your floors between big cleans really nice and kind of antibacterial, so it feels like you're doing the right thing to keep germs off of the floor. Apart from our living room and bedrooms, we have hard floors throughout the house, so these are really useful for us. On to fruits and vegetables. You can see I've got some British Maris Piper potatoes. These are really huge potatoes for some reason this week, so I'll probably be able to get away with using a couple of them for baked potatoes for lunches during the week, and then use the others for either roast or mash as we need them. I got a small pack of onions. I've still got a few left, and I've got the red onions that I bought last week. I have a couple of those left, so just needed a few onions. Some celery, a cucumber, some cherry tomatoes, a red pepper, plus a bag of mixed peppers. I've got a couple of dishes that use peppers this week, so wanted an extra one. I wanted a little pack of basil, but they didn't have any, but they had this nice basil plant, which I think it was about 60p or something like that. So we'll do for a few things. I do find I don't ever seem to be able to grow them properly, and I don't have basil in the garden because I don't particularly like the smell of it. I do like to use it in cooking, but I don't keep it in the garden. So I usually just buy a little bag when I need some, but that will do us for a few dishes. Mushrooms, I got some white mushrooms and some button mushrooms. And then fruits, I got strawberries, grapes, and a little pack of raspberries. I don't usually buy berries when they're out of season in the UK, but these actually looked quite nice. And we do have apples, pears, and easy peelers left from last week in the fruit bowl, so these will make a nice little addition for some berries. Bread, I got a loaf of 50/50, and I got a toasty loaf. We're having fish finger sandwiches for tea tonight, and I like to use this thicker white bread. I think you have to have white bread with fish finger sandwiches. So while we usually have 50/50 or brown, I do make a few exceptions to white, and that's one of them. 2 tins of beans, a tin of chopped tomatoes, a tin of corn, and a tin of carrots. Again, like to use frozen veg or even fresh veg as and when, but do keep a few cans of handy veggies in the cupboard, usually peas, carrots and corn. That way, if we do need to just put a quick side dish with something, there's something that doesn't take very long at all, just a couple of minutes in the microwave. A pack of the mixed flavour of Aldi brand of crisps, and a pack of their equivalent of mini cheddars. Some little wraps, some smaller wraps. These are great for lunchbox for Caleb. I can just put some meat or cheese in them, a little bit of salad, roll them up, and that makes a good lunch for him. This is one of my absolute favourite treats, a fruit loaf. I love it toasted, a little bit of butter on it. A real kind of cosy wintry treat with a latte coffee or something for me. So treated myself to one of those this week. Some naan bread, we're having that with one of our meals later in the week. 2 boxes of the chewy cereal bars, that's quite hard to say, a milk choc and a white choc. Caleb tends to take those as his morning snack for school. They're allowed to take anything that doesn't have nuts in, and these ones don't have nuts, and a lot of the cereal bars do, so those are okay for him to take into school. And then for his biscuit barrel this week, we've got jammy wheels, custard creams, and shortbread fingers, 3 of his favourites. I've got a pack of basmati rice, I've got some spaghetti, I've got a pack of racer bars, which are the Aldi equivalent of Snicker bars. Have some milk chocolate. Caleb wants to make some milk chocolate chunk muffins tomorrow afternoon after rugby, and so I bought a bar of just plain regular milk chocolate, just so that we can chop that up to put in the muffins. And then another little treat that Caleb likes, the chocolate-filled crepes. They just have like Nutella spread in them, wrapped around a crepe, and that's a nice little treat for him after school. If he's already had his dinner when he gets home, he often likes to have a little treat between getting home and going to bed, and that's the sort of thing he might have. And then I spotted these, so I have purposefully avoided the Christmas aisles for food at the store. I like to do my Christmas food shopping at certain times, and I'll share more of that with you as we get closer to Christmas. But as I walked past these, I got drawn back to them. I couldn't resist. So I'm the only one in this family that eats fruitcake or mincemeat or any of those sorts of things. So I don't buy a Christmas pudding, I don't buy a Christmas cake, and I usually across the season treat myself to a couple of boxes of mince pies because that's enough for me. But these are salted caramel mince pies, and they've got mincemeat with caramel sauce filling, if you can see that. It just looks delicious. So that's another little treat for me, that I will make them last, but I'm looking forward to trying one of those perhaps tomorrow when we get home from rugby and we're a bit cold. Have a nice cup of coffee and one of those. On to the meats for this week. These, the Walls Thick sausages, they were on special offer anyway this week. It's a pack of 8. They were £1.49, I think. But I got a red sticker pack, so for 70 something pence for a pack of 8 Wall sausages, I thought was quite good. We are having sausage and mash this week. I got a small unsmoked gammon joint for our Sunday roast this week. I got a pack of turkey mince. I got some chicken and vegetable pies for our quick and easy Wednesday night, which is the night we have football training, and we need something quick and easy when we get home. I'm doing pies this week, so that's what they're for. Chicken breast fillets, forget what I'm using that for. Oh, for a Caribbean stew this week. So you can make it either with turkey breast, turkey steaks or chicken. So I'm using chicken this week. Got a little pack of chicken goujons. I usually keep a pack of those in the freezer. These are like £1.25 I think at Aldi, and they do the regular ones or the southern fried ones, and you get about 5 or 6 in there, but they are really tasty. We actually like, all the family likes these. Sometimes we have them in wraps, just to make a quick and easy tea again on a football night or something like that, but really delicious. I got a pack of 10 codfish fingers. I'd already have some in the freezer, but I've just topped that up. A pack of straight cut chips, pack of vegetable medley, and then I spotted this. Wasn't on my plan to buy, wasn't on my meal plan. You'll see where I've made a change to my meal plan, but it actually looked really good. Pork casserole. So it's got diced pork, it's got a gravy or sauce of some kind, and then it's got lots of kind of diced up root vegetables, red onions, and it just looked like a nice warming winter's meal. So I've amended our meal plan for the week to now include that. Some ice cream cones for Caleb. As I said last week, he doesn't particularly like pudding. He doesn't eat much pudding at all, but he does like to have an ice cream when he has dinner at home. So moving on to the refrigerated items, a pack of the kids' smoothies. Caleb likes to have those on sporting days at weekends. We often have an early start when we're travelling to an away game, and he doesn't really want to eat anything big for breakfast at that point. So he'll have one of these and like a cereal bar, and then we'll take a few snacks for him to have once we arrive or in between games, that sort of thing. An apple juice, a green milk, and some squidgy yogurt pouches. I do alternate between these and the tubes for lunch boxes. So it was pouches' turn this week. Some butter for baking. Barbecue chicken breast. These little mini slices are ideal for putting into wraps or sandwiches for Caleb's lunch, so picked up the barbecue version of those. And then the mini fillets, they have these in lots of different flavours. I got peri peri and barbecue this week. Again, make an ideal little lunch item if you have them with a salad or on top of baked potato. Sometimes just chop some up and put them in as a part of Caleb's lunch. He quite likes lunch boxes that have lots of little bits in, so sometimes a couple of these are an ideal little extra for his lunch. A mozzarella ball for a pasta dish we're making. Some snacking chicken. This is kind of the Aldi version of the fridge raiders, are they called? Yes, fridge raiders. Again, little lunchbox treats for Caleb, a little bit of protein. I got these. I've never seen these in Aldi before. This was something new. Sausage and ketchup snack pot. So tomorrow we have a rugby festival. So we're going to be away from home quite a bit longer than usual. So on those days I usually take a few snacks for Caleb for in between the games. So this will make a nice little change for what he's usually takes with him. I'm sure he'll enjoy those. Got a mature cheddar block and some mature cheddar slices, and then instead of yogurts, well, I do have yogurts left in the fridge from last week. If you remember, I bought a lot last week. I didn't buy any trifles or anything like that though this week, which a couple of times a week I just like to have a pudding. Neither of the boys really like pudding. As I mentioned, Caleb likes to have an ice cream. Tony doesn't have anything. So if I want pudding, rather than make something and then have to eat a whole pot of it or throw it out, I just buy little individual servings. And I spotted these, absolutely love rhubarb, so really looking forward to trying these 2 little rhubarb crumbles across the week this week. So then moving on to our menu plan for this week. Tonight we're having fish finger sandwiches. I'll make some homemade chips or wedges or something like that to go with them. Roast gammon for lunch tomorrow, which I will probably cook in the crock pot as we're out at a rugby festival. That way I can set it up before we leave. And then on Monday, we're having pasta bake. On Tuesday, we're having that pork casserole. As you can see, I was originally going to get the ingredients to make kebabs with rice, but I liked the look of that pork casserole, so I will have that on Tuesday. Again, I might pop that in the slow cooker before I leave for work in the morning and just see how it goes through the day. Wednesday, as I mentioned, football training, so pie with chips and veg when we get home. Thursday, Caribbean chicken stew with rice and naan. I might share the recipe for that because that's a really tasty dish. Lots of vegetables, lots of flavours. Use jerk seasoning to give it that Caribbean flavour, but really delicious and filling and nice and warming. And then Friday, an easy Friday tea, sausage and mash and veg. So I hope you enjoyed this grocery haul and the look at our menu for the week, and I hope to see you again on our channel soon. Bye!